Hi everybody, just wanted to share a video about finishing off your YouTube gaming or gameplay videos in terms of adding titles, tags, end screen links and annotations. Because this is something that if you didn't know about or had seen some tutorials, you may well miss out. So, as you can see, I've just uploaded this video and there isn't really any details on it. This one I've uploaded from my PlayStation 4. So it very nicely puts in a meaningless titles because I can never be bothered to edit them on the PlayStation 4. And it adds some stuff down here. Now, this stuff is important, actually. I think that's my PlayStation ID, so that when I share the video on YouTube, it shares on the PlayStation Network as well. But anyway, so the first thing I do is I'll go to Advanced Settings. And the category is set at gaming. If yours isn't, so you want to set that. And the game title for this video is Titanfall 2. So I'll make sure I select that one. Allow comments. People can set ratings. I don't bother putting any video locations. And I tend to leave all the rest of it as it is. But you may well want to disallow comments or something like that. But I would say allow comments because people like to talk about stuff. Monetization. We definitely want some money if we can get any views. Translations, I just leave. I mean, I guess you could put English, but I just leave it as it is. And then we're into the basic info. And kind of coming down from the top, the first thing I'll do is I'll put a customized thumbnail in. So already in Photoshop, I've used my Titanfall template and I've made a title. Reinstall now, Frontier Defense Horde Mode. So what I can do now is I can say customize thumbnail. Now, if you haven't got access to picture editing software, at this point you can select one of the other thumbnails as well. And remember, you can use something free software like Picasa. That's very good for editing thumbnails. So customize thumbnail, click that, and it'll automatically go for me so that I keep all my titles in one place. So you just need to go to the bottom, Titanfall 2, reinstall now, select that, and that will now upload that, and so that'll become the thumbnail for the video. Now we're into the really juicy bit. Probably as your channel gets bigger, one of the most common ways that people will find your videos is through YouTube search and Google search. So it's important to have fairly descriptive titles. And it's also important to have titles that appeal to people. Now, I'm no expert on this, but if I show you what I do. So this one, I'll just put down an idea first. We may well change it so it's got new, free, that's important because people like free stuff, don't they? Horde mode, or new, here we go, how about new Titanfall 2 free Horde mode? And then we'll go Frontier Defense. New Titanfall 2 free Horde mode, Frontier Defense. Reinstall. In fact, let's put that in capitals as well. Reinstall now. Exclamation mark. PS4. Ooh, PS. No. Caps lock. Dummy. PS4. So that kind of, I quite like that title. So when somebody sees that, they go, "Oh, there's a new mode for Titanfall 2. It's free, so they know they'll get it. They don't have to have the season pass or anything like that. It's a horde mode, so people sort of understand that means something where you'll have waves of enemies coming towards you. Frontier Defense, which is what it's called. And then I've put, a little hook in there, if you like, a reinstall now. So I'm saying to people, if you've got this game, come and reinstall it. Now, none of this is a lie. I really think that if you've got Titanfall 2, you should reinstall it if you haven't reinstalled it already and play Frontier Defense because it is a fantastic game. You could say it's a little bit going for clicks, but stuff like that. But headlines are meant to be loud, aren't they, to attract somebody in? Then what I'll put in the description, which is what I'll put, so just released Frontier Defense is the new free Horde mode in Titanfall 2, where you and 3 friends or randoms take on waves of enemy AI grunts. What else are they called? Reapers, Spectres, and Titans. There you go. Thanks, Rob. So just released, Frontier Defense is the new free horde mode in Titanfall 2, where you and 3 friends or randoms take on waves of enemy AI grunts, Reapers, Spectres, and Titans. Thanks, Rob. Fairly simple, isn't it? So if you read that gives you an idea about the video. Now, here we go. Now, these are the tags. Sometimes, I guess you might want to call these meta tags, but we'll just call them tags. So this is where we want to kind of put everything in. Now, these are hidden. You don't get to see these, but the idea is that you're giving YouTube and Google some more background information about the keywords, the important words that relate to this video. Now, it's very, very important that you don't lie with these keywords, that you don't put things in there that shouldn't be. Okay? Because Google and YouTube do not like that one bit, and you will be penalized if you do that. So, for example, in this video, if I put something like, I don't know, free money, or find girlfriends for free, or something like that, that would be a lie. It doesn't relate to this video, and it might attract some viewers in the short term, but as soon as they realise it was nothing to do with that, YouTube and Google would realise that, and then they would penalise the video. So we kind of put the title in there. So we put new Titanfall 2, and then what you do is you're pressing comma in between to break these up. So it's a horde mode. It's free. It's called Frontier. Can I spell it right? Frontier Defense. I'm telling people to reinstall it, which is cool. Reinstall. I guess it's a bit of a guide. It's definitely some gameplay. You could say it's a let's play. It's also a bit of a commentary. There's definitely my opinion in there. They haven't put PS4, so I can put PS4 in there like that. And what else could I put? Oh, then I could put Titans. I could put Spectres, because they're in it, can I? I put Grunts. I could put Reapers. There we go. And that you can go. Don't go too mad, because again, you don't want to put anything in there that doesn't really relate to the video. Now, as we're going along, I'm just going to save that. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to jump to the end screen and annotations. These can be very, very important indeed. In fact, let me just pause the video as well. So what we want to do is we want to add a couple of elements to our video that will appear at the end that encourage people to subscribe to our video, to subscribe to our channel, and also maybe to click and watch another video. So if we click on add element, the first thing I always say you should put on is a subscribe. So put subscribe, and that I like my subscribe ones over there on the right hand side. So if people click on that, they'll subscribe to the channel. You can only run it, I think it's in the last 30 seconds. So we can adjust. If we grab that, we can change it to there. But I think that's as far. Yeah. So that's gonna be there now. YouTube's very clever. Now you can't just have that. You've got to have something else, which is good. So we add another element, and I like to add a video, and I like to say, well, automatically put my most recent video as a link as well. So I say create element, and that will put that there. So when people get to within 30 seconds of the end of the video, they get an option to subscribe to my channel. If they like the video, because in the videos I do say that. I say, like, comment, and subscribe, and then also it'll also show them there what my most recent video is. So maybe in a year, 2 years, 3 years time, when people are watching this video, they'll be able to see what I'm doing now, and that might encourage them to watch another video, which is great, because you want people to see your content, to see what you're about, and then to decide whether to subscribe or not. So let's save that. Let's go back to info and settings. And that, my friends, is really it. That's how we've taken a nice basic upload of a gameplay video, and we filled it out with all the good stuff that are going to make it more searchable for Google and YouTube, and also it's going to appeal to people when they see it in their sort of timelines with, you know, a nice clear title, a good sort of headline to attract them in, a little bit of a description, some nice keywording, and some nice little bits at the end that are going to help to keep us in our channel either by watching another video or maybe even subscribing. So there we go. Hopefully that's been helpful. If you've got any questions or comments, put them down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, you know what to do. Press subscribe. Thank you very, very much, and I will see you again soon.